Welcome to the Arabic Phonics System. This for English-speaking beginners. Young kids, maybe they will have a hard time with it a little bit. I'm working on special edition of this for very young kids, but this one will work fantastic. Will work perfectly for about 7 and above, and college students. This should be a prerequisite for everybody who want to learn Arabic, and of course adults who want to learn how to read Arabic. And of course this should be your first step. Before, if you are a Muslim, want to learn how to read the Quran, you should start here. What's so special about this? There's so many things outside in this. This will teach you reading Arabic, and will actually, that's the title, but it will teach you the basic reading skills for classical and standard Arabic language. Okay, it should be 30 hours maximum. The lessons half an hour. But what's so special about it, I'm going to tell you in a second. You don't have to learn the alphabet at all. You're not going to use the alphabet at all. You're not going to use any Arabic terminology at all. You're not going to know any grammar or vocabulary, or I'm not going to name anything in Arabic. But why? You don't need it, number one. And let me just go back to the alphabet for a second before I jump into what's in it. It's a task you don't need, and here is the kicker. You will never ever use the Arabic alphabet to read anything. Oh well, there is minor exception. That's like rare. I don't want to get to that. It's not for the average person who wants to learn Arabic. Let's put it this way. It will not. I mean, normally nothing. You can, of course, in English you do. In Arabic you do not. So why you should start learning the alphabet? I pay my dues in doing this. So trust me on this one. It took us a long time to figure this out, and it will work for you like magic. Hundreds of people taught this course, learned this course, went overseas, and it was amazing. Some people finished in 20 hours. I mean, they were like just flying through the stuff after the few first lessons. What's going on here? Okay, enough of this. The book is not ready for final prints, but it will be printed in small amount quantity, and of course the price is a little bit higher, the cost to do that. You want the book immediately, contact arabicphonics@gmail.com, and talk to me about this. If you are overseas, you have to talk to me about this. Otherwise, this video, you don't need anything. You just watch the videos and you will get almost 85% of the course, because I'm not going to go over every page and read everything, and I can't. It's impossible. Okay, so what's in this? What is Arabic phonics? What do you talk about? It's definitely not traditional. Let me put it this way for you. Arabic teachers some of them, they will have a whole different quick opinion about it. We had that over the years. This course started 96, 95, 96, something like 97, something in that time. And this is like the 7th edition of it. Doesn't matter. Okay, we will teach you, this one will teach you, okay, no memorization. Oh, I forgot this one. I'm just looking at a little note here. I don't want to talk too much on this. I want to go to chapter 1. Okay, no memorization, that's usually the rules. No homework. You're not allowed to practice on your own. Don't go to any Arabic teacher and tell them, hey, help me with this. You don't need it. Because usually I'm the one in a class sitting, one-to-one person. I will tell you when I do the class what I do, just like the first page, and then the students do the rest of the work. I don't really read it's so easy that you will start reading from chapter 1 and chapter 2, or chapter 2. Okay, what else? 45 chapters, we talk about, almost like 300 plus pages. That's not important. Here you go. What we're teaching, it's 2 phases. Phase 1 will teach you the basic sounds of the Arabic consonants. this is like equivalent to teach you the alphabet, but no alphabet at all. We take a shape, and first we tell you what's the vowels in chapter 1. There are 3 of them, and then the 3 of them can become longer, and then we teach you the 6 sounds for every consonant, for every letter of the Arabic. Almost all the Arabic alphabet is consonants except one. That means they take vowel and make sounds. Okay, that will come later, but let me tell you here. This phase 1 basically a substitute, really practical substitute for learning the alphabet, but you're not going to memorize anything up front and shape this and shape that. Very simple, and there will be 2 shapes to memorize, well, to learn, and you will learn it. The full shape of the letter and kind of half shape, the one that we use to connect it to glue it to other stuff. And what's so unique about this chapter, phase 1, all the sound units and you're going to practice, they're not physically connected, they are separated, so you can see them, and you're going to learn how to read as syllables from early on. What else? Every example in phase 1 should be unique, and it should be all right. There is like I think that's enough. I don't want to tell you too much information. You will not understand what I'm talking about. Let me see. Okay. Phase 2. Well, phase 1 will teach you out of 29. What's it? Where's that number? Arabic letter. There is only 9 that new to English speaking person. Only 9. That, of course, all the shapes are foreigner to you, but only 9 out of the 29. There is, 28. The 29, if we included the Hamza, I think, 28 consonant. Oh, wait a minute. 29 letter without the Hamza. Forget. Forget that what I just said. 29 letter. 28 of them are consonants that take vowels and make sounds. Only 9 of them that the sounds is totally foreigner to you. They don't exist in English. So we leave this to the last, and we put them next to sounds that you are familiar with, and we work with that. It's a very unique way of doing it, and it works like magic. It works for people who don't even have high school education. It works for kids 7 years old and even lower. If you spend the time, this will work for you. And you will never say, wait a minute, I'm lost, that's too much, too complicated, I cannot do it. You will never say it, because some of them said to me, one person said, you have to be brain dead to fail this. Okay, I just got out of sickness, and I need to finish this as soon as possible for many reasons. Phase 2, basically, very quickly, last talk, we'll work with the connected words, how to do connection, and then we'll show you the real words. What else? That's it. I want to talk to you. This is a kind of page of the contents. That's the first thing after the introduction. There's tell you the story that I just told you. We went through so much. Then you have objectives. That's like good for teachers. I have stories about so many teachers who in the beginning used the course to literally stabilize their table until somebody called them back and said, did you try the course? And actually some of them have the largest order ever I had. And he's from my hometown in Syria, Aleppo, Syria. Okay, that's where I'm from. Okay, here we go, the objectives, very quickly. If you see every chapter, tell you what we have in it, and then we tell you about the pitfalls, where the students or where the beginners get usually, common mistakes, and how to deal with it. So we went through that, and then we have a counter for the sound that exists in English, then the one doesn't, and we show you, all the stuff, basically pages of those. The reason teachers asked me that a long time ago, I used to go to schools convention. There is one thing all agree on in Islamic schools. I went to them, and even in college level, that I taught in 3 places, almost all the instructors everywhere, they agree on one thing: the first step is the hardest. Okay, so in a nutshell, I tell you here everything I just said. I don't want to repeat myself. There is so much information. You know, you need to get the book to get all the stuff. I don't want to talk about it. There is even instruction for the teachers how to do it. Okay, here is one thing I have to say. Please do not modify, shortcut, improve anything you see in this course. Everything is done, is designed for a reason, and there is so many hours were put to it. I'm talking about hundreds and hundreds of hours and prints and redoing things and doing it and trying it and test it. And here is the best one. That the best thing I want to tell you as a newcomer to this, and you say, "Oh, this man talked too much, you know, I don't know." Let me tell you something. This course, I'm a native person. This course, when it came, it's actually designed by the students almost. I actually took my ego, my knowledge that I had a few years earlier to teach Arabic in college level, and I got all the courses and everywhere and every place I can get my hand on for English speaking people. I had a huge library of them on university level, kids level, other countries, Canada, you name it. And this doesn't match any of them. There is no match to this at all. And what you're looking at, it's what you as English speaking person need, your learning need based on. The whole course is based on that. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay, too much talk. If you don't have script from you, you wander all over the place. 12 minutes, I think that's enough. Let me tell you something. I'm not trying to convince you with anything. I just ask you put the time in the first 5 lessons, which is like half an hour each recording. Hopefully it's clear up. This is the first recording. I had to finish it, even if there's errors and mistakes and unclear or cannot read. Then I'm going back and improve everything. I have to put it before something happened, or I couldn't do it anymore for whatever reason. Okay, so phase 1 have like 31 chapters. They are very short, and that's including all the Arabic letters and tell you about them. That's it. I don't want to tell you more detail. Let's just do it. 12 minutes, so I will cut off here. Put the time in it. Try at least 5 chapters, and then you will let me know if you really hate it. You think it's crazy. Some people did. Some teachers actually. They say, "Who are you?" and all this. What qualifying you to do this? And what's your background? You know, they want you to be PhD and whatever, professor of what. Just, you know, you cannot. This is literally, just to give you one example, a whole chapter being added to this course a few years back, and I have to change the whole example in the whole book, take all the examples that related to that last chapters that we have to add up with, because we discovered that it was the letter, I'm going to tell you the name here, just called Ya in Arabic, such unique situation. And Arabs native teachers cannot think like this. Only a beginner in English speaking language would ask that question or see this as a problem to him. And my job was to listen very carefully to these adult students and see where they get stuck. Where is the problem? And solve that. That's all what I want to tell you. The whole course designed like this. I had to give up the Arabic alphabet because it's useless task. Well, maybe this is not the best course, not number 1, maybe not number 2. I don't know which one, number 1 or 2. Let me know if you have one that absolutely smashed. There's one thing I know. This should be the easiest of all of them, because I collect all of them. I taught a lot of them, and I'm looking to all the stuff on YouTube. Scratch my head how anybody could learn from this. It's okay. But every course you see, every book you see, there is something good in it that will teach you something. For me, for somebody who don't have time to waste, you want result, 30 hours or less, this will accomplish it. It's been measured so many times. And that's it. I'm done with the video. Try it. You don't like it, send me a nasty note and tell me, you see something wrong, I'm not perfect. Let me know if there's correction, suggestion, improvement, whatever you want. Just share it with me. If you are a teacher, you need the contact me if you need the book. There's also a lot of files that have things that you can print and use in a classroom. I will tell you about it at the end of the book, and I'll show it to you in the last videos. All right, that's enough. 15 minutes, too much talk. Let's dive in. You can go to chapter 1. Thank you.